A group of pro-life activists say they will once again bring forward an initiative in Colorado that would ban all abortions and even some forms of birth control. Today, supporters of the so-called Personhood Amendment said that they would start gathering signatures to get the measure on next year's ballot. As 9 News reporter Chris Vanderveen shows us, if this all sounds familiar to you, there is a good reason for that.
Okay, thank you for coming.
There's an old saying.
Now is not a time for quitting.
If at first you don't succeed,
Now is a time for continuing, for stepping forward.
then try again. But is it possible you can try again one too many times?
When we believe in a cause, when we believe that all innocent people must be protected, we do not step back. We step forward.
Supporters of the so-called Personhood Amendment say no, absolutely not.
It's going to be a long fight, and we're here for the long haul.
It was 2008.
131,245.
When they gathered enough signatures to get what turned out to be Amendment 48 on the ballot. Back then, they received just 27% of the vote. And then, 2 years later, a very similar Amendment 62 received just 29% of the vote. The language has once again been tweaked. In 2008, they tried to define the beginning of life at the moment of fertilization. In 2010, it was all about the beginning of biological development. This time around, it goes further by specifically prohibiting all abortions, including in cases of rape or incest.
I believe it's unfortunate that they spend every day of their lives working very hard.
Supporters believe it's a fight worth fighting. Should they lose? I asked them if they would try again in 2014.
Yes,
Absolutely.
we are committed to trying until people are protected.
Chris Vanderveen, 9 News.
Supporters say they were encouraged by a somewhat close vote in Mississippi on the personhood issue. While some polls suggested it might pass there, it failed. To date, no state has passed the measure, but clearly personhood efforts are underway in a number of states across the country. Supporters are trying to pass similar measures in Oregon, California, Nevada, Montana, Ohio, and Florida, on top of efforts in Colorado and Mississippi. It's believed that should a state pass a personhood amendment, it would force the U.S. Supreme Court to immediately re-examine Roe versus Wade.
Hooray for a child that makes it through, if there's any way, because the answer lies in you.